Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jenny here, the Crafty Crafter. So we are doing a WIP and chat today. WIP stands for work in progress, WIP. So grab whatever it is you're working on, whether it's diamond painting, crocheting, knitting, twiddling your thumbs, whatever you're working on. And if you're not working on anything, you're still welcome to join in. Make sure to grab some coffee, some tea, some water, some wine. I don't judge. So let's get into this. I'm currently working on this diamond painting that I got from shopanydeals.com. I did an unboxing of this the other day. It's the long one that has the birds and flowers. I've got it rolled up on one end here because it's a long one. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. I've just started this little section down here a day or two ago. So that's what I'm working on. And like I always say, I usually always have my light pad on, but the light pad causes lighting issues with the camera. So I will probably be doing a lot of single placing. All right. Normally I would multi-place, but whenever I can't see, it's better that I do single placing. I'm gonna do this F symbol next. Let me see if I can find it. F, here you are. So tell me in the comments what it is you're working on. Tell me what you're working on. I have finished my Little Tin Soldier. I did a post review of that the other day, and I have had another finish that I will be sharing the post review of very soon. Yay! So exciting. That was a fun one to do. I really enjoyed working on the one I just finished. It went by pretty quick, super quick. I had, let me see. I think I worked on that one. It's actually the llama corn from Diamond Art Club, my last finish. And that one literally just took a few days and I was done. Done. And I had, the reason it didn't take so long, honest to goodness, is because it had so much white in it, like multi-placing heaven. However, I will say I have never been as sick of DMC code number 5200 as I am right now. I never want to see another white drill for a good long little bit. So I'm happy to work on this dark blue. Oh, and this is a round. The llama corn was a square, which I did thoroughly enjoy. I love working on squares. So it was fun. And yes, even though it is a square, I multi-placed a lot. At first, when I first started diamond painting, multi-placing intimidated the snot out of me. But now that I've done it for so long, even multi-placing squares to me is easy peasy. So makes it nice though when you have a clean, nice, easy to read canvas, right? I will say with this canvas, when I unboxed it, which if you missed the unboxing of this canvas, I will post it up here in the corner in the eye. I unboxed it, and at the time that I unboxed it, the symbols looked really clear. But now as I'm working on it, they're not like, I mean, they're still clear, don't get me wrong, but they're not as clear as, say, you know, a DAC or like Star Ore or like even like Tin Me Arts, which by the way, this is super random. But, so I have a 10 Me Arts canvas ordered. I ordered it, I think the date that I ordered it was July 11th. And I ordered it from Amazon. And it was like Prime eligible, but it did say something like that it wouldn't be, hold on just a second, let me see. That glue looks like it moved on me. Maybe I'm mistaken, I can't really tell. No, it looks like that glue moved a little bit. Weird. Let me place another one. Yeah, that's weird. I did kind of push it out of the way kind of hard, but it felt like it was like up on top of another drill and I was trying to shove it out of the way, so. But anyway, the 10 Me Arts, I had ordered it and it said Amazon Prime, but then it did say that it would be longer than expected, which I was fine with, you know, that doesn't bother me any, and I was like, whatever, I don't care. So I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and kept looking at the tracking, you know, and it kept saying delayed, not yet shipped on my Amazon account. But whenever I would click on the tracking number and track it, it would show that it was like moving from one destination to another, you know. But I was confused because then like it like dropped off of the face of the earth. So I messaged 10 Me Arts through Amazon and told them, you know, what was going on, gave him my order number, all that stuff, and he, I just did not, it was ghost drilling or whatever you call it, phantom drilling. But I told him what was going on, you know, and his response was, oh, please don't worry, it will be there, be patient, blah, 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 you know, it may take some time. And I was like, okay, that's fine, you know, just wanted to make sure I contacted you to make sure everything was still on the up and up, you know. And so then a couple days later, and that drill actually got laid down upside down. I can't see you guys. But anyway, yesterday I got like notification in my email that said package was delivered in or near mailbox, whatever, you know how it'll say that, or like near the front door or something. And I was like, but then it said in somewhere, California. And I was like, I don't live in California. I live like way away from California. So I live in like the Midwest. And so anyway, I messaged them back and explained, you know, said that it was delivered, but it was not delivered at, I don't live in California, you know. And then he says, oh, here is your tracking information. And it was a whole different tracking number. So I'm assuming they just reshipped it. And when I looked at the date, it said that it had left the facility on the 1st of August, which would have been the day that I emailed them the first time saying that I didn't know what was going on. So in my opinion, whenever he said, oh, just be patient, it'll be a few days, that's when they like shipped out another one. I don't know. Who knows? I might end up getting 2 of them in the mail. You never know. Especially here lately, things have just been super duper wonky and upside down with the mail, right? I mean, have you guys been having issues with just weird? Like, I don't want to complain, you know, because like I said, I know before I've said that they're doing the best they can. You know, I can't imagine being the one in charge of 1,000,002,000 packages every single day coming from China to the States. So, but anyway, we will see if I get it. I'm excited to get it. I hadn't seen this canvas before, so I will be super happy to show you guys when it comes because it's super duper cute. I love it. But that's really the first time that I've had an issue, you know, with shipping, and who's to say that it's even really an issue. If it comes, then that's all that matters to me. I don't, you know, I'm very patient. Oh, and that one fell off my pen before I could get it where I needed it. But yeah, that's the first time that I've really had any trouble with getting an order, or there being like a mix-up, or, you know, something not coming when it's supposed to. So, I'm not gonna complain. So I didn't, this has been kind of a plain, boring week. There hasn't really been anything going on out of the ordinary. So I thought that I would maybe do a fun tag, since it's been a little while since I've done a tag. I think those are fun. I love to watch videos where YouTubers answer tag questions, because you just kind of get to know the little quirky details about them as a person, you know? So I found one here on, let me look, the website is mamacatslosingit.com. Love the website name, super cute. Mama Cat's Losing It.com. And then it's it says 50 questions you've never been asked. YouTube tag. So let me see. I'm sure I will not hit the 50 questions, so this may be a two-parter. Let me look. Yeah. First question is, what is your favorite candle scent? I feel like I've answered this in another tag before. Because I remember explaining I don't usually really use candles anymore. I quit using candles years ago when I had my son, and he was actually like at the age where he was getting around, because I was always scared to death he would knock one over, you know. And so plus we always have had pets, and goodness knows that pets can be nosy. So I did move from candles to like candle warmers, or like those Tarte wax melt burner things. But then like 3-4 years ago, I started using essential oils, and not long after that I ended up stopping using the wax melts as well. And we kind of like transitioned over into a more like what's the word, like trying to be as chemical free in the house as we can be, you know. So I kind of like slowly but surely moved over into where, you know, I got rid of like a lot of the synthetic scents in household cleaners, that kind of thing, like laundry soaps. So anyway, when I did use candles, my favorite scents were things that smelled like they were baking in an oven, like banana nut bread or apple pie or things like that. Wasn't big into like floral scents or those kind of things, or like fresh linen. I didn't really care for that kind of scent. So I went more for like apple or like spicy scents. Not seeing any more F's, and I know that there are probably some here. I'm just not seeing. Oh, there's one. So yeah. But now, mostly for just to make the house smell good, I use essential oil diffusers and use oils, and that's my jam. Okay. Let's empty these back into their little container. It's a pretty, like, navy blue-ish color. I like it. I like it a lot. Come on out of there. Go, 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 go. Okay. The next color I'm going to work on, I think, will be this S. This one here. It's a brownish color. Okay, the next tag question is, what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? That's a fun one. Which celebrity do I wish was my sister? Oh, gosh. Drew Barrymore. Unless we're talking about her in her youth when she was like in the movie The Fire Starter. No, yeah, no. But I've always thought Drew Barrymore was like super duper fun. I forgot what I'm working on. S. I was looking for something else. But yeah, I love Drew Barrymore. I think she's super fun. Trying to think if there's anybody else. Can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. So I'm going to say Drew Barrymore. For sure. Okay. Next question. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? Oh my God. It would have to be somebody that's funny and not like super handsome, because I wouldn't want my brother, like, you know, that would be weird. Somebody that I have like a mega celebrity crush on and want them as my brother. Ew. Who would I want? You know who would be super fun as a brother? Oh my gosh. I can think of 2 or 3 now off the top of my head. Jack Black would be awesome. I love me some Jack Black. And the other one, I would say Jimmy Fallon, but I'm like attracted to him, and he's like my celebrity husband. That was another Phantom Drill. Didn't make it to the canvas, or maybe it did and it's upside down laying here somewhere. Let me get some more wax. Wax. But no, not Jimmy Fallon, because I love him. I would say Jack Black or Conan O'Brien, because he's super funny too. He's super funny. I love Conan O'Brien. I haven't actually watched... Good night. Sorry about that. It just flew right out of my... It just flew right out of my hand. What was I saying? Oh, I haven't watched Conan O'Brien in a long time. Like a long, long time. So, but I've always loved him. I thought he was funny. Me and my husband used to watch him all the time. But then I think he went like off the air and started like his show on like another channel or another station. I don't even know. Couldn't tell you. The next question is, how old do you think you'll be when you get married? Well, I'm already married, so that question, I was 19 when I got married and turned 20 2 days later. So I got married on the 11th of October and got married on, I got married on the 11th of October and my birthday is on the 13th of October. So I was 19 when I got married and then literally 2 days later turned 20. So it's the bad thing about patty wax is when you first load your pin and you're putting drills in between other drills and you have to push harder to get them in between, it leaves that residue. Why was that there? That wasn't supposed to be there, was it? Weird. Maybe that's the one that I thought I was phantom drilling and it actually landed somewhere. Weird, weird. Next question is, do you know a hoarder? Yes, I know a couple of hoarders, but I won't name names. Yeah, I won't name names, but I do know some. Can you do a split? I haven't tried. Goodness knows, I would probably never get back up off the floor. But when I was younger, yes, I could do a split. I could never do the one where your legs go like I could do, like if these were my legs, I could do it that way, you know, where one leg is that way and one's that way, but I never could do it that way. Like, no, I never could do that kind. My body just did not move that way. SSS, I know I saw another one. Some of these are hard to see. Here's one. Come on, patty wax, let loose. The next question is, how old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? I'm thinking like, it was a sparkly something. I'm thinking I was like in the 4th or 5th grade. No, I know I was in the 5th grade because, and I remember telling this story on another wipnchat, like tag edition early on. But whenever I was in the 5th grade, I remember getting off of the school bus. Now, did I not just put one there a minute ago? Maybe it was over here somewhere. So confusing. I got off the school bus one day when I was in the 5th grade, and it was on my birthday. And when I got off the bus, my mom and dad were standing on the porch with a brand new bike. And I was so ecstatic. And so I straight away hopped onto that bike and took off flying low and ran straight into the electric pole and broke. I broke my little reflector, and you know, the little reflector that the bicycles have, broke it. Oh, I was devastated. But anyway, yeah, I finally learned how to ride that bike. And so, I'm going to go with, when it asks how old I was, I'm going to say 10-ish. Okay, the next question is, how many oceans have you swam in? 1. I swam in 1 ocean. First time I ever saw the ocean was, I don't remember what year it was, but it was in Myrtle Beach. Okay, the next question is, how many countries have you been to? Just this one. I've never been outside of the country. Next question is, anyone in your family in the Army? My brother-in-law used to be in the Army. And then I have a cousin who is in the Army. But my brother and my dad were both in the Marine Corps. So, what would you name your daughter if you had one? Well, I do have a daughter. She's a year old, and her name is Jolie. And actually, her name is Jolie May. And it's Jolee. I'm like writing it here on the drills. But my sister's middle name is Jo, J-O. And then my favorite aunt's middle name was Lee, L-E-E. So I just pushed them together and made Jolie, Jolee. And then her middle name is May because May was my mother's middle name. So, next question. What would you name your son if you had one? I do have a son, and his name is Elijah. We call him Eli for short. The next question, what's the worst grade you ever got on a test? Well, I'm going to say an F. I bombed many tests in my life. Number 14. What was your favorite TV show when you were a child? Oh, geez, that's a hard one. I'm going to do some of these Z's, I think. 10. Kind of a reddish color. Do something a little bit bright-ish. My favorite TV show when I was a child? Oh, that's hard because there were so many that I loved. We really, though, when you say child, I'm thinking like 8 years old or younger, you know. We didn't have like cable when I was growing up. We had literally just a handful of channels. So I would just say Saturday morning cartoons. And those were things like the Smurfs. I don't even remember what all cartoons. Like, I'm old school. So we had the Smurfs, and then we had things like Bullwinkle. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Cute. But then actual TV shows when I was a little bit older, but still, I guess, considered a child. I was a weird kid. I was like the kid, you know, in the 5th grade who like loved the Golden Girls, you know. So yeah, or 227. I love 227 and Golden Girls. Different Strokes, Punky Brewster, just to name a few. Those are some of my favorites. On the next question, what did you dress up as on Halloween when I was 8? Goodness gracious, I don't remember that. I don't even remember. Back whenever I was growing up, like, my mom didn't, like, buy the Halloween costumes. Like, she was big on, like, making it herself, you know. And let's face it, if you've seen the Halloween costumes from the 80s, they were pretty redonkulous. So I remember one year I did dress as a Smurf, but I don't remember how old I was. And then I remember her dressing me up in like some like camouflage, like a camouflage jacket one year, and I think I went like as a hunter or something. I don't even remember. I honestly don't remember. Isn't that weird? I mean, Halloween is kind of a big deal, but I can't really remember what I dressed up as. Let me think. Now, one year, my sister and I dressed up as the, shoot. Oh, it was the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. But we were older, you know. That was fun, though. We had so much fun. Okay, next question. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight? I read all of the Twilight series. Now, I know that there's more coming out. Maybe another, is it another book or is it another series? I've heard people here on YouTube talking about doing like a book club. And I don't remember exactly what it's about. I need to look into that and see. But I read all of the Twilight books when they first came out. I think there were 3 or 4 of them. And they were huge, like thick books. And of course I watched all the movies. But I haven't read, I've watched Harry Potter and the Hunger Games, but I haven't read those books. Okay. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Well, I have an American accent. But I think that a British accent would be way too much fun. And I try to do like a fake British accent from time to time. But it always turns out like Australian or Chinese, or, I mean, it's bad. I'm not good at it. So I don't even pretend to be. But I do have fun with it every once in a while. But yeah, it usually ends up turning from British to Australian. Oh, crazy. Okay. Did your mother go to college? No, not really. I think she did get like some sort of a like degree or like certification or something in like interior design or something like that years ago. But no, I mean, she didn't go to college. Now, my dad did, but my mom did not. Okay. Oh, next question. Are your grandparents still married? Both sets of my parents grandparents, I mean, would be married if they were still living. So, I guess yes, but both sets have passed away. So, but again, if they were living, they would be married. Have I ever taken karate lessons? No. It's funny though, because we did have a local, years and years and years ago, we had a local karate class in town. And it was so funny because like the front of the building was like all glass, so you could see the people in there doing karate, you know, as you would drive by. And I always thought it was cool looking, and I always remember being like, that would be so cool. And my mom was always like, no, you're not doing that. I don't know why. It wasn't really anything I was like really interested in. I just thought it was look cool. But yeah, I think she probably thought that I would have gotten my head knocked off or something. Who knows? Okay. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Absolutely. Who doesn't know who Kermit the Frog is? Again, I grew up as an 80s kid, so yes, I know who Kermit the Frog is. I'm looking for more Z's, and I'm not seeing anymore. So I guess I will put these away. Never fails, right? As soon as you put them away, boom, you'll see 10 of them. That's the way it goes. Okay. What's the first amusement park you've been to? Shoot. I can't remember if it was Kings Island, which I think is in Ohio. I could be mistaken. But yeah, I've been to Kings Island a handful of times. And then what's the other one that's in like Santa Claus, Indiana? Holiday World? That's not, is that it? Holiday World? I don't remember. But anyway. The next one. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? Jeez. I think I'm going to do this red D here, number 14. What language would I like to be fluent in? I mean, I think it's easy to say like Spanish, but I think maybe French. French is pretty and like foo-foo-y, you know, like fluffy and pretty, and so I would go with French, maybe. Okay. Next question: do you spell the color gray as G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? Personally, I spell them both ways. I guess it just depends on what mood I'm in, honestly, because I do. I mean, I'll spell it one way and then spell it the other way, and I don't know. Spell them both ways. I don't really know which way is the right way. Or if they're both the right way. No idea. Next question is your father bald? No. My dad was not bald. He actually had pretty nice head of hair. It was gray. But no, he was not bald. Let me grab these here in this section. Okay, next question. Do you know any triplets? I know lots of twins, but I don't know if I know any triplets. Personally. I'm thinking. If I do, I can't think of them off the top of my head. I don't think so. Triplets. Okay, the next one. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? I have answered this question in another tag, and I would have to go with The Notebook. Titanic was a great movie, but it's one that I can only watch one time and don't care to ever watch it again. Not because I didn't like it, it's just, you know, I can only see them drown once and I'm done. Or him anyway, you know, so. Yeah, it's a heart-wrenching story and I just can't make myself watch it again. Okay. Have I ever had Indian food? Oof. You know, I really don't think that I have. We live in a really small area, and so, like, I mean, we have, like, Chinese food places, and we have Mexican food places, but I don't think that I've ever had Indian food. I'd like to try it, but I've not tried it before, to my knowledge. What's the name of your favorite restaurant? And my favorite restaurant, I have two favorite restaurants. My first favorite restaurant is Texas Roadhouse. I love me some Texas Roadhouse. And then the other one is the Mexican restaurant that's in where we live. We call it PV for short, but it's Puerto Vallarta or something like that, however you say it. I'm not good at saying it. So, and because we live in such a rural hick town, nobody else knows how to say it either, so that's why everybody calls it PV. Literally everyone in our town calls it PV. Drink water. Let's see. Next one, have you ever been to Olive Garden? Absolutely. Been to Olive Garden. Love it, but it's not my favorite. Do you belong to any warehouse stores like Costco's or BJ's? No, I do not. The closest thing we have to us, we don't have a Costco nearby, but we do have a Sam's Club, but I'm not a member of that just because we don't have a need to buy really anything in bulk. So, you know, and if I do need something from there, then I've got relatives that are members, so I'll just have them get it for me. Okay, I'm gonna do this Y. It's a pretty, like, pink, salmon-y, corally kind of color. Pretty. I like that. Really pretty. Okay, next question. What would your parents have named you if I were the opposite gender? I have no idea. This is another question that was similar or the same that I've answered before. What is that? Something on that drill. Put that in my little trash bin there. I have no idea what. I don't know that they ever even told me. To be honest, I have no idea. And I don't know if they knew what I was before they had me. Like, if they found out and they knew that I was going to be a girl, or if it was a surprise. That would have been, like, good information to know, right? But no, I don't know if they already knew or not. Okay. If you have a nickname, what is it? I have several nicknames. Oh, let's see. Well, I've mentioned this before, I think. My dad used to talk on the CB radio all the time. And so his name on the CB was, his handle was Chicken George. And so, because his name was Chicken George, he would, you know, when I was little, he would let me get on the radio and jibber jabber and talk. And so, everybody kind of gave me the handle of Chicken Ninny, because my name is Jenny, and so it was Chicken Ninny. And my dad would also call me Lizard or Lizard Head. I don't know why that's even a thing, but he would call me Lizard Head sometimes. Goofy, I know. My sister, one of my sisters, calls me Shanae, because I always used to impersonate Shanae from the Martin show, if anybody remembers Martin. Shanae was Awesome Sauce, and so I used to, like, act like Shanae all the time. Like, imitate her, you know. And so my sister would always call me Shanae. Really, I think that's it. My brother-in-law, he'll call me Kelly every once in a while, because after Kelly Bundy, because Kelly Bundy from All My Children, or not All My Children, Married with Children, was like the mega goofy blonde. And so whenever I would do something goofy, you know, he would always call me Kelly. But I think that's really all the nicknames I had. I'm sure I had, you know, plenty others. And let me see. Next question. Who's your favorite person in the world? Oh, wow. Well, I would have to say my favorite person in the world would be my husband, right? I mean, I married him. He's kind of got to be my favorite person, right? So, yeah, he's totally my favorite person. Absolutely. Next question. Would you rather live in a rural area or in the suburbs? Well, I live in a very rural area, and I wouldn't change it for the world, especially in today's time. You know, turn on the news here in 2020, and it's just the whole world is in an uproar, and sadly, you know, I pray for our country every single day, and I am thankful that I live in the country. way away from big cities. So I'm not seeing any more Y's. Oh, there's one. Is that a Y? Yeah, it's a Y. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, nope, I see another one. See, that's how it goes. Set that pencil down and boom. They're everywhere. I see another one. Always cracks me up how that happens. Okay, the next question is, can you whistle? Yes, I can whistle. I won't whistle because if I do whistle, then my dogs will come running and wake everybody in the house up. So, yeah, I'm not going to whistle, but I can whistle. I absolutely can whistle. Do I sleep with a nightlight? Oh, in my head I was thinking it said flashlight. I don't sleep with a nightlight, but no, I don't sleep with a nightlight. Sometimes, I mean, I fall asleep with like the TV on, but I don't really consider that a nightlight. Do you eat breakfast every morning? No, not unless you consider coffee breakfast. No, I do not have breakfast every morning. Never have been a breakfast eater. Do you take any pills or medication daily? Yes, I do. I take, I'm going to do this W. Number 3. Medicine that I take daily is, I take something for my thyroid every day. And then I also take, like allergy medicine and 100% honesty, I take anxiety medication. So I've mentioned that before on the channel. Not ashamed to admit that at all. If you have anxiety and you can't work it out on your own, then do not be ashamed to go talk to your doctor. Period. End of story. Boom. Okay. What medical conditions do you have? Goodness gracious, they're getting a little bit nosy, huh? Okay. Let's see. What medical conditions do I have? Well, other than the anxiety, I really don't have. I mean, I'm overweight and I deal with like borderline blood pressure issues and borderline diabetic issues. But neither are bad enough that I have to be medicated for those. So, and I do have whacked out thyroid, so I have to take thyroid medication. But as far as like medical conditions, really, I think that's it, as far as I know. How many times have you been to the hospital? Well, I've had 2 babies, so that's 2 times. And both times that I was pregnant, I had to go to the hospital 2 or 3 different times because of this or that or the other. And then like random emergency room trips for this or that or the other. You know, God, I don't know. I would have to say less than 10, maybe, in my whole life. I mean, there were times that I had to go to the hospital when I was young, you know, that I don't even remember. So that's kind of a wonky question. Okay, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? Oh my goodness, yes, yes, and yes. Loved it. Still love it. Best kitty movie out there, right? Or one of the best. I love Finding Nemo. Okay. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Next question. Where do you buy your jeans? Ooh. I think the last few pairs of blue jeans I bought were from Maurice's, which I don't know if Maurice's is like nationwide. Is it? But Maurice's sells a lot of like cute plus size women's clothing. And I think that's the last, no, wait, the last pair of blue jeans that I bought, you're gonna laugh, was actually maternity blue jeans. And that was back when I was still pregnant with the baby, which has been, she's a year old now, so hello. And if you want me to be 100% honest, I still, over a year later, wear those maternity blue jeans. Y'all, I ain't above it. I ain't above it. I ain't above sporting those maternity blue jeans. They're comfortable. I mean, dang. They're super comfortable. Like, you have a baby, especially when you have a C-section. The last thing you want is tight blue jeans, like buttoned and zipped around your belly. It's painful. It hurts. So, yeah, I'm like, give me the stretch pants any day. So, and I'm thinking I bought those, like, I was in a hurry for them because I had been wearing, like, leggings. And then I got to the point where, like, I got too big to wear the leggings. And it was, like, coming up on the holidays. And so I was like, oh, my God, people's going to be coming over. I'm going to have a house full of people. I can't let them see my big butt in these leggings. So I, like, when I went to Walmart to get groceries for Thanksgiving dinner, I actually also bought a pair of maternity blue jeans from Walmart that night. And I'm not seeing any more W's. And so I wore those, bought them, wore them, still have them, still wear them. Love them. So, last pair of blue jeans. That was a long story, huh? Short story long. Like, who was that commented? What was it? Melly or Urelli had commented on one of my videos recently, because I was talking about too many details, and one or the other of them had commented and said something like, instead of like long story short, it was short story long. Yeah, that's me. What's the last compliment you got? The last comment I got would have been from one of my YouTube comments. So it would have been from one of you guys, because you guys are always awesome and leave awesome comments and compliment me a lot on my videos. So, yeah, it would have been somebody that left a comment on my YouTube channel. Thank you. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm going to do this M, which is a creamy light color. Yeah, sometimes I remember my dreams and sometimes I don't. Or what's weird is like you won't remember your dream and then all of a sudden, like middle of the day or 2 or 3 days later, you're like, oh my God, I remembered that dream, blah, 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 but I dreamed that 3 or 4 nights ago. That happens to me a lot. So sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't. What flavor of tea do you enjoy? Oh, wow. I don't really drink tea a lot, like in the summer. And I'll drink like sweet tea, but that's only like if there's no other option. Like that's the only thing there is. But in the wintertime, I do like to drink hot tea, or if I'm sick, I like to drink hot tea. But I think in the cabinet right now, I've got some peppermint tea. And sometimes, I'm not sure, like I know, I call it Thieves Tea, but I've mentioned before in, earlier in this video about using essential oils. And there is an oil that I use for your immune system that's called Thieves, Thieves. But I use that, like I keep Thieves in my house all the time. And so sometimes I'll make what I call Thieves Tea. But what I do is just like boil some water in the microwave. And then I'm out of M's, looks like. And then I'll put like a spoonful of honey. And then I'll put a drop or 2 of Thieves oil into my cup. And then a drop or 2 of lemon essential oil in my cup. And I call that Thieves Tea. It's actually pretty tasty. I like it anyway. But as far as regular tea goes, I like peppermint tea, and I like I think there's one that's like a calming one that's like something chamomile. Can't remember for sure. But usually I stick to peppermint. Okay. Then the next one I'm going to go with, I think, is that pink pea. Number 1. Pretty, pretty, pretty. These are pretty shiny. Diamonds. They are pretty and shiny. See how pretty this color is? Pretty, 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 pretty. It's hard to see with that flash on, but oh. I'm not sure if that's one of those. I think it is. Maybe not. I think that's a darker. Yeah, that's a darker shade. The next question. Let me find it. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Oh, not very many. I'm not a shoe person. I would have to say maybe definitely less than 10 pairs. And I know that there are some women out there going, like, clenching their chest because I said less than 10 pairs, and that's because you guys out there have like 50 pairs of shoes. But see, I'm not a shoe person. I'm really, really, really not. I find a pair of shoes that I love and I will wear them literally until the soles fall apart. I got a couple pairs of tennis shoes. I got a couple pairs of like boots, like fall and wintry boots. One is an ankle pair and the other is a taller pair. Oh, and I do have a pair of snow boots too, but I don't really wear those out of the house except for like to take Eli out to the end of the driveway to catch the school bus in the morning. They're cute boots. They're really cute snow boots, but I don't wear them anywhere except for whenever it's pouring the rain or there's a bunch of snow. And then I got a couple pairs of dress shoes, flip-flops, you know, a couple of pairs of Crocs, but that's really it. Like, yeah, I'm just not a shoe person. Now, purses, yeah. I've got a lot of handbags and purses, for sure. That's my thing. I love purses and I love handbags and billfolds and all that stuff. I've got a lot of those. I don't have a clue how many, but plenty. Okay. What religion will you raise your children to practice? Daggone. Personal. Well, we're Christian. So that's what we will raise our children as. I don't see any more P's. Nope, I don't see none. But yeah, we are Christian and see, the next question is, I feel like I dropped some over this way. The next question is, how old were you when you found out that Santa was not real? Goodness gracious. I'll do this. K is number 7. I don't remember how old I was. I remember when I found out. I remember the exact, like, where I was and what, you know. I remember my mom telling me, or my mom and dad telling me, but I don't remember how old I was. So it would have been a typical age. So I'm thinking like 8-ish, something like that. The next question is actually the last question. Holy cow, I actually got through 50 questions. Jeez, oh Pete. Then the last question is, why do you have a Tumblr? Which, it's talking about the, like, social media Tumblr, Tumblr. And I don't even know if I'm sure I have a Tumblr account, but I don't even use it. Like, does anybody even use Tumblr anymore? I haven't been on Tumblr. Like, I might occasionally stumble across it. Well, Stumble Upon was one that I used way more than Tumblr, but yeah, I don't use Tumblr. So, Yeah, it looks like I hit the end. That was fun. Oh, now I'm getting sleepy. Talking about all that warm tea and... This is actually, when I'm recording this right now, is actually Wednesday night or early Thursday morning. But when you guys are watching it, it is Thursday during the day or the afternoon or the evening, depending on when it gets uploaded. But yeah, I usually record my wipnchat the night before Thursday on Wednesday night, or Thursday morning or early day-ish, depending on what's going on. So it is late Wednesday night. And I am getting sleepy. So I will do one more color. Since I'm done with that tag, I will do one more color. And then we will call it a night or a day. Grab another drinky drink. I think I'll do this V since it's a pretty, ooh, that is a pretty color. Kind of a dark. What color would you call that? Kind of a deep reddish brown, maybe. Something like that. So I like it. It's really pretty. I'm hoping to get this done fairly quickly because do not forget that on the 15th of August, which is in a little over a week. Is that right? Today's the 6th. 10, 11, 13. So yeah, a week and 2 days. We will be kicking off officially the #DP Summer Sky event that we talked about. If you missed it, I will be sure to link the official announcement video up in the corner and in the description below with all of the information so that you can participate, because there will be fun to be had, and there will be giveaways each week, and we're going to have a grand prize winner at the end. It's going to last 4 weeks, and it starts August the 15th and ends September 12th. So I want to get this one done so that I can work on the canvas that I have kitted up for that collab. I'm actually working with another YouTuber here on YouTube, and her name is Abigail Marie 007, and I will be sure to link her YouTube channel in the description below also, so that you can click over and check her out and subscribe to her if you're not already subscribed to her, because she's going to be doing giveaways as well. And yeah, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be fun. I mean, who doesn't love giveaways, right? Hello. For sure. Everybody loves giveaways, right? So, I'm just about done with this color. My wax is starting to get out a little bit. Getting to where it don't really want to pick up a drill. So, I guess that means it's time to just about call it quits. Because goodness knows, if I go and I fill my pen up again and load it up and it's nice and tacky, then I will keep right on diamond painting, and my hind end needs to get a few little things done here around the house and then get into the bed, because school starts for Eli next week and I have to get my days and nights straightened out, boys and girls. Yes, I do. I had planned on getting a start on our morning routine this week, and here it is Thursday, and nope, haven't done a thing at all as far as routine goes. Still staying up late, getting up late. So yeah, the husband said earlier today, he's like, you know what you're gonna have to be doing next week, right? I'm like, what? And he's like, getting up early. I'm like, oh yeah, don't remind me. So, okie dokie, guys. That is it for me. I will, I may finish this up just because I've just got a handful of drills left. Not very many. I may finish this up before I call it an actual night for me. And then, yeah, hopefully the next time you see this, it'll be very close to being done or done. We will find out. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. Or today, whatever time it is. I don't even know. I've lost track of the time. So, but thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And if you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more diamond painting and fun stuff. And make sure to ring the notification bell, ding, 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 to get notified the next time I upload another video. And make sure to hit the big thumbs up button before you head out. I would appreciate it. So you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.